So the Lakers' winning streak came to an end last night, and it looks like the Lakers could be potentially looking in the future and figuring out who could be a good piece to trade for before the trade deadline to help improve the team and help make that playoff and ultimately that championship push that the Lakers are trying to make this season. And that player is, of course, Chicago Bulls guard Zach LaVine. Now, we heard today that the Lakers are very much still interested in Zach LaVine. We have known this for quite some time now, but it has been confirmed again that that is still the case. The good news is the Lakers are not going crazy when it comes to trying to get Zach LaVine, as it is reported by The Athletic right now that Austin Reeves will not be moved in a deal for Zach LaVine. So, how can the Lakers get Zach LaVine if they really wanted to? We'll go ahead and talk about that, try to break down the possible scenarios on how that could potentially take place. So, because the Lakers are a first apron team that have $5 million left underneath the hard cap, you pretty much need to make salaries match, almost exact, if you're going to make this deal take place. So, if you look at the available options, there really aren't that many options to make a deal take place. So naturally, LeBron James will not be traded at all. So we could eliminate LeBron and his contract. You then look at Anthony Davis. He has a no trade clause in there. So more than likely, he will not be moved either. And then we go all the way to Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt, because of his extension, he cannot be traded until after the trade deadline. So he is also off the board in terms of guys who could potentially be moved. And then if we listen to the report from The Athletic, then we also know that you cannot trade Austin Reeves. So who does that leave? Well, that leaves D'Angelo Russell, who's making about $18 million a year. That also leaves Rui Hachimura, who's making around $17 million a year. If you add those two in a trade, bam, you are close enough that then you can go get a Hoshafino, a Max Christie, a player like that. Package those three together and then go get a Zach LaVine. It may even cost a little bit more. You may be considering draft picks. You have the 2029, 2030 draft pick. You can add some protections to that, and that could probably get you a Zach LaVine. But that is realistically your real options as to how you could bring Zach LaVine in and make him a Laker. Because, like I said, everybody else is basically off the table. The other player that's reasonable, that has the contract that could make it work, is you look at a Gabe Vincent. But a Gabe Vincent, you're going to add more to that. He's only making around $11 million. So say you have a D'Angelo Russell at 18, you add a Gabe Vincent at 11, you add 29, you need to make it to $40 million or close to $40 million to match the contract of Zach LaVine. So then you start stacking way more players than you would like. So Gabe Vincent is technically an option, but realistically you will be looking more at a Rui and a D'Angelo Russell in terms of bringing in Zach LaVine. Now, is that worth it or not? I'm not quite sure. I'm of the ilk that I would not personally do that. I do like what Rui brings. DLloyd has been struggling. I'm one of the fans, though, that like DLloyd with the Lakers. I think he will eventually come together and turn things around. Maybe I'm wrong on that because he is showing me that maybe it's not going to happen. But you see those flashes with DLloyd. You're like, maybe. Just maybe DLloyd could figure it out and things could get going, man. But when you look at the contracts, you look at the salary, it is an option. The Lakers look interested, and this is not going to be rushed. D'Angelo Russell cannot be traded until December 15th, so you have time there. Rui Hachimura cannot be traded until January 15th, so you have time. You can see how things play out. You can see how the in-season tournament finishes out. You can see, can we turn things around with the Lakers? They were just on a 3-game winning streak before being dismantled last night by the Sacramento Kings. So we'll see what ultimately ends up happening, but I do believe the reports that the Lakers are very interested in Zach LaVine. You look at the rest of that Bulls roster, the Lakers have some interest in bringing Caruso back. That will be an easier get as well. And they have some interest in DeMar DeRozan, who will be a far easier get just with his age in the contract. You only got to get to around $27 million, I believe, to get a DeMar DeRozan. But would you want to pair DeMar DeRozan with LeBron James? Probably not. Probably not unless you will, stagger the minutes or have DeMar DeRozan come off the bench. And I don't think that's what the Lakers want to do. So that is the current update on how the Lakers are viewing the Zach LaVine situation and the rest of the Chicago Bulls players. But you guys let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Would you even entertain this if you are a Lakers fan? Do you consider bringing in Zach LaVine? You know he is a bucket. You know he will help out a ton. Only 28 years old, so you could pair him with the Anthony Davis post LeBron James era. But you know it's going to give up. You're going to have to give up Rui, and you're probably going to have to give up DLloyd. It's probably going to be the package, and maybe some draft picks here and there to go get a Zach LaVine. But you guys let me know what you guys think about it in the comment section below. Do me a favor on the way out. Hit that like button. It also helps me out a lot. And subscribe if you haven't already. It's DLloyd. I'm see y'all next time. Peace.